Hi everyone, hope you're having a great time. By now we should have warmed up our voices, we should have warmed up our bodies, and then quickly played a theater game. And now I'm just going to take a couple minutes to talk a little bit about the importance of plot when we're writing and creating stories in theater. So the big difference between, say, a story that you read in a book versus a play is that plays are meant to be acted out. And a story that you have, even though you might read it in class out loud with your students, they really are kind of meant to just be read quietly to yourself. But plays are meant to be acted out. So when creating a play or a plot for a play, it is really important to try to have a sequential story that it follows. Now, sequential is just a big word for a play that has a beginning, a middle, and an end. Now, I'm going to be putting up a little diagram here that kind of lays that out for you right now. So the big thing about plays, as I mentioned, they're meant to be acted out versus a book that you might read. Maybe you read it in class with the other students, but usually books are read quietly to yourself somewhere. But plays are meant to be acted out in front of an audience. So one of the things that plays and stories do have in common, though, is that all good plays and all good stories should have a beginning, a middle, and an end. And now what that does is it helps the follower, the person that's watching the play, or the person that's reading the book, follow the action that's happening. And one of the things that when we talk about a beginning and a middle and an end, what that looks like is the beginning might have us finding out who are the characters in the story. It might tell us a little bit about the setting, where's the story taking place. And then the middle, that's usually where the action happens, right? What's the problem that's going on? What is the event that people are all involved in? And that is really important because that kind of gives us, the big details in the story. Oftentimes it's kind of the turning point of the story. And then the end is how those problems, come to a solution. Is there a solution that happens? Are characters changed from it? How does the story end? So knowing those kind of three elements, beginning, middle, and end, will help you when you're looking at a story and kind of figuring out like the details of it, as well as when you're creating a story. So those are important things to remember. And now we're going to talk a little bit about a story map, which you are going to be doing with your teacher. I have a couple short fables that you're going to choose one from, and you're going to help fill in the details in the story map. And the way the story map is laid out is it will have a little place for you to talk about the setting, the characters, and the beginning, middle, and end. And like all maps, it's just a way to help you, the person that is either reading the story, or in this case, is going to be, acting out this story, find out the details that are most important for you when creating either your own stories or when finding out the details in a story that you're reading or performing. So hope you enjoy it, and I will see you soon.